Thanks for having me, firstly. My name is Nkem. I work with Paystack, which is a subsidiary of Stripe. I've been with Paystack in the people team for almost a year and a half now. And Paystack, essentially, we started off, I would say, humble beginnings, two co-founders that grew up together in uni, raising scrappy funds and trying to pitch their business to YC and so many different things. And we wanted to solve problems predominantly for Africa. So we're no longer just powering African ambition. We're now looking more global in terms of how can we replicate what we've built in terms of payments, opening up opportunities for businesses. Merchants are king here. We're really, really eager on how we can continue to escalate and build that for our portfolio. And we've been so lucky to obviously meet the likes of Stripe. Obviously, when we raised and before Stripe, we had the likes of Visa backing us. But now with Stripe's acquisition, it's just been up and up and up. Stripe have been very, very graceful with us. But now I think expanding into the future 2026, we're looking forward into our own TSG, which is the Stack Group company. So us really standing on our own, being scrappy from beginning, starting from scratch is really exciting. So yeah, I think from the people perspective, working with a company or platform, LMS platform like Vasi really helps making sure that our team are recalibrated as we grow into the next phase. So yeah, that's the quick summary, I think. I think I would summarize it into three core areas. I think Vasi has helped significantly streamline design, delivery, and then managing training across the company, which you kind of imagine is very difficult because there's so many roles, levels, tenures, expectations, JDs, OKRs, whatever you want. So how do we ensure people are learning and progressing at the same speed, same quality, same access to such courses? So I think from a people perspective, it's definitely reduced operational overhead. I think by centralizing onboarding, role-specific learning, compliance training in one place, giving us the people team visibility into progress and completion and being able to track that. Especially when we scale, like I mentioned with TSG, we'll need a platform to make sure that we are on top of that. So now I think we can definitely move a lot faster, more effective velocity to be more specific. Launching, for example, new joiner cohorts on updating content without relying on heavy manual coordination, which we are so anti. Also, it has improved, I would say, consistency and quality. So what I mean by that is teams can receive like structured learning experiences regardless of the location or regardless of where their role is located or subject matter or the content that is driving their learning. It can be housed in one place and it's always going to be relevant because it's a living platform, which is what another thing I like. Can update it in real time, it reflects in real time, we can collaborate in real time, which definitely improves training because it's a learning experience for us as a people team. And then I'll just end by saying I think Vasi also allows thoughtful scaling. So what I mean by that is Vasi opens or gives us opportunities to collaborate on new ideas. It's not just, well, take it or leave it. You bought this package and that's just what you get. It's please give us feedback. And, it's very, very better learner experience and stronger alignment between, I would say, performance and business needs. Yeah. My favorite feature would be probably how easy it is. I know that sounds very simplistic, and I'll explain what I mean. So it's extremely easy and straightforward to add a lesson or create a lesson or course, add your content, and then tailor it exactly to what is very bespoke, I would say. It's more interactive than I've ever seen. It allows you to then see the structures and the learning paths, for example, that you want to create in the right way, rather than, well, this is just the template you have to just use and update with your content. And I think a pain point as well that Vasi has solved for us with your features is managing and eliminating time wasters. We really don't have time. Not that we're the only company that, is busy, but we really don't have time to spend on some manual things that most common learning management systems would make you really have to set up. There's some systems that we've used, not in Paystack, but in general in my past, it took us 6 months, if you can imagine, to set up courses and training and processes. And with Vasi, I think it took a week, if that, maybe 4 or 5 days. So that was really a fantastic statistic that I really enjoyed. And that's just because we actually also gave you guys a lot of things to do. I think if we had maybe a bit less, it would have taken like one day, which is awesome. So yeah, long story short, it wades through heaps of pages and links that you don't have to bog yourself down to find. Everything is very straightforward and simple. And then I think usually hidden system preferences, which is my personal pet peeve. There's always something you have to dig into the system and click this and go to that before you can even tweak permissions or things like that. Everything is at the forefront. All the key information is there, and it's just easier for admin access, super admin access, to improve co-learning platforms in general. Yeah. I would say that the quick response times and resolution times really makes me and Paystack feel like Vasi cares about what we're doing. It's not just a quick check. It's not just another name on our testimonials or whatever they call it these days. It's really, we really want you guys to succeed and get exactly what your mission is here with this LMS. And I think your company is very open to creating new features on the spot, even things that you probably were like, this is definitely out of our way, or probably cost you more or something. You're always open to it, and then you're honest with your feedback about it, and you do respond and let us know the progress with that feedback. You ask a lot of proactive questions to the point where I feel like sometimes Vas is on the people team, because you ask me questions that I think my team members would be asking amongst ourselves as to improve the platform, which I really do like, because it's like, oh, have we thought about that from our point of view as well? I think, yeah, you're just open about also what stage you're in. You're building, you're growing. And Paystack can always relate to builders and growers and people that want to solve problems. So I think naturally we have that culture fit. And I think there's something very authentic about that and endearing, and you can only, grow to higher heights with that kind of mentality. So it's an honor to work with like a platform that works in that kind of way. Yeah. Yes, it's an LMS, but I do think that you have the potential to tap into so many different business needs. And hopefully we get in there as well, and you give us the first-hand scoop on everything you're doing. But yeah, I would just love to build and grow with Vasi. Like I said, it's clear that our culture aligns in that way. And you're always looking for feedback. And even if we're not asking you to help us with XYZ, you're still asking for general feedback, which we always love to share. So I'm looking forward to 2026 with Vasi.